back in them there ancient time thingies, there was an orc called Azhag. Now, one day he was plundering an old city, and he came across a shiny hat. So he whacked that shiny hat on his head because he thought it looked pretty cool. And what started happening was old dead guy, that invented dead guy magic, started chatting to Azhag. Tried to take over Azhag, actually. But Azhag, being too powerful, or more than likely too stupid, to take over, told the crown to get heft. But the crown didn't, and the crown's still on his head. So, with the whispers from Nagash, that was the dead guy in the crown, well, part of the dead guy in the crown, he's not entirely in there, Azhag went on a bit of a wander around the old world and started trashing things, and eventually got killed. So, we're playing history, because he's kind of dead. But, you know, that doesn't really matter. Anyway, so the dead guy with the weird shiny hat of the Bone Rattlers tribe has a normal initial challenge, which really makes no difference on Legendary. It's always fucking hard. He is suitable for the temperate climate, has good diplomatic relations with vampire counts and Ark in the Black. You probably won't really see Ark in the Black, but vampire counts are nearby where he starts. His War has a chance to contain wyverns. Actually, all of his armies do. He gets a plus 20% research rate, and he gets plus 25 income from sacking settlements. He has quite a large aura size, and he has a special Azhag War, which replaces your normal War. Comes with some Forest Goblin Spider Riders, some Rock Lobbers, and some Trolls, and this is on Legendary. And as always, strategies and that sort of thing in this can be used on lower difficulties, etc, etc, with slight differences to public order, AI cheats, all that sort of stuff, depending on what difficulty you're on. So things like auto-resolve may be easy as well, which to start off, it's a bit not easy when it comes to auto-resolve, but that's okay. Alrighty, watch that. So, now that the Greenskins have had a rework, well, a while ago now, there's a couple of different things for them. They have, I'm just going to quickly do this, so they have a thing called Scrap, and they have their War ability. Now previously, each army would have its own sort of War level. You could have infighting and all sorts of stuff, and it would generate another army just that runs around the map with you. Now, instead, you've got a War bar, and when you fill it up and hit the call to War, well, you pick a city and you need to take that city. Well, it's the capital of whatever faction it is, anyway. And but you'll actually have a second army with you, so you'll actually have like another tab that has your War army and that sort of stuff, and that'll be with all of the armies that you've got. Annoyingly, you do miss out on things like any movement bonuses your main army has. You miss out on those, so you go a lot slower, which can be a bit of a pain in the ass and surprises people. Alright, so along with Azhag's army, we get Masha, who is our Torturer, who has a base weapon damage of plus 35. That's pretty cool. And he causes less public order in province and regions he's in.
Flows.
Chuck him into Azhag's army here. Red Eye Mountain, we are going to, no, not going to put walls up. We are going to put a gold mine. We're going to upgrade that.
Azhag is here.
To take Azhag, we're going to go attack Karak. And we don't have the greatest balance of power with this, so we are not going to auto-resolve it. You can auto-resolve it, even on Legendary. You will win, you'll lose most of your melee troops, and that's a bit of a downside this early on in the campaign. So we're not doing that. instead what we're going to do is just fight. Because damn's fighting words. Now, let's get ourselves set up. Actually, yeah, no, it's set up over here. That looks like a good amount of cash. Cash? Amount of magic. Trolls. Spider Riders. Azhag, you hang back. And Shaman, you hang forward. Right. So we'll get Spider Riders heading that direction. See what we can peel off from the main group.
Let's get some.
Send the Shaman off. Go have a chat with some humies from a distance. Say things like, my gaze can hurt your ass. Oh, we can start. Generally you'll find I don't use spells like this most of the time. I generally don't see them as hugely useful. But when you're early game like this, it's good to have one or two of them rocketing about the place. What exactly are they deciding to do here? We can get another hit in. To do a bit of a surge forward. There we go, that's good. Now, so we got these guys on skirmish mode, so we'll try and keep those boys out of our fight. Because that will be handy in the long run. Yeah. Seems what we've done is upset them a bit. So they're going to bring their full force after our Spider Riders. Which is fine except for the crossbowmen, because they outrange us.
Ready.
He's still coming after us? Alright. Rude.
Moving fast.
Alright, well, we'll just keep harassing them then. Spearmen don't actually have shields, so they're not going to be able to do much to us.
Moving fast. Ready.
3 kills, but they've done a fair bit of
Moving
damage.
fast.
Move him up a little bit again.
Ready.
Stay out of range of them crossbowmen.
Ready. Moving fast.
Make my spell strong.
Back this way. Bring these guys away from those
Moving
crossbows.
fast. Ready.
If they want to chase him down with their general, I don't really have a problem with that. It's a pretty stupid thing for them to be doing, but whatever.
See my game. Oh, gotcha.
He's better than that.
Foot of door. Right.
Yo,
The war flows in me. Moving fast.
send him off this way.
The lads are ready. We is gobbos.
range? They are. Get them firing over there then.
Moving fast.
Shaman!
No, we don't really want them in combat with spearmen.
Here
So
we go! Wait!
yeah, this
Flash it out!
swordsman, however,
Ready!
Rider.
Let me help you! We speed! Blast them with spells!
we can do a bit of damage with that.
Spell smash!
Yeah, pretty sure we did a bit of friendly fire with that.
Use me!
Get
Good
it,
stuff.
killer.
Alright, we'll send him past the Lord there.
Shaman! Spell smash!
So we'll pop him in there as well.
Here we go!
Next to him, okay. So we'll get him doing some magically stuff as well though.
Healers cover.
Boys can keep harassing him.
Shaman! Shaman!
Go in here.
See my gun!
Yeah, they are not going to last a lot longer. Their infantry is mostly breaking now, so that's good.
Shaman!
Keep after them. Trolls will do well against an enemy that is weak.
Ready to burn! I've a slaughter!
Yourselves in combat still.
Feel the power! See my
Fast.
gun!
Right, everyone converge on that one unit here. We'll be able to hold them out till they're out of ammo, but they're still they're still trying to chase them down. Send the trolls off that way.
Smash! Smash it!
There, you get them, Azhag. That's the way. Trolls are faster than you. You're not going to get away from them.
Where's the scrap?
Keep chasing trolls. Just do your thing, boys.
Time for the slaughterer! Mortal Basham! Here we go! I'm ready!
Yeah, there's not a lot of spearmen left anyway, so they'll be fine against a small amount of spearmen. And that mob of orc boys just kind of running backwards and forwards. They should be getting the army loss penalty fairly soon, I'd say. We don't want that though. Gobos, get away from them. Looks like not quite the army loss penalty still. Most of them have shattered though, so I don't really know. It's mostly gonna be that lord now. Well, mostly. It is really just that lord now. There we go. Lovely. continue that. 117 losses, more than I would have liked, but overall did okay. 167 kills for the trolls, though. That's considering how rubbish trolls are, that's not bad. Now, what I do want to do is be able to recruit, but to be able to get back to where we can recruit, motion of strength, okay. I need to force march, so that's no good.
This is good.
So what we are going to do is we're going away here. So we've got our big thinking, 120% rate. We are going to go bigger. We could do something for gobos, but yeah, let's not worry about that for now. And same with that one. Best to grow fast and cut down on some of these costs. I like those.
I'm listening.
Azhag, want blue line out of him first, and you are going to become a better caster for me. Thank you very much. Heroic. Now, don't get me wrong, Ostermark is going to come and attack us. Not this turn though, but they will come eventually. So we have to keep an eye out for that. I think it's by about turn 8-ish that they arrive with a stack. For now though, let's hit Karak again. We're going to manually resolve this again because otherwise we take unacceptable losses. We don't want to have losses. Oh, silver shields for swordsmen? Don't think so. Pretty sure they're just bronze shields. That's right. Let's gamble there. We'll set up here. Oh yeah, great gamble that one. No, we shouldn't actually set up here. Let's set up here. So otherwise we're down behind the hill, and that's a stupid place to set up. Move them back a little bit though. Azhag, hang there. Spider Riders, you've got a job to do. So you. Yo. Now the good thing is they don't have any shooters this time. So just have skirmish mode on, thank you. And Mr. Shaman can start firing face bolts at stuff. You should be able to get a few kills. Speed things up a bit. Whoop. Someone's getting a bit close there, come on boys. Get to running away. You guys head off there. Lovely, we're gonna have to stop that though. Rip them to pieces. Meanwhile, down here, come on guys, follow the spiders. That's good, hit the hill, excellent. Alright, Spider Riders, you've done a good job. Azhag, trolls, get 'em boys. There we go. Lovely, and just because, let's see if we can fire another face bolt at them. Excellent. Beautiful, so more fighting for them. So basically by recruiting every second turn, rather than just sitting somewhere and doing all of our recruitment at once. We are increasing the levels of our Lord and Hero, and we are getting ourselves a bit of money.
Let's scrap!
So, this cast chance minus 3%. Yeah, that's alright. So we'll just duck them across the line here, and do a little bit of recruiting. I go for sacking because I do a fair bit of sacking when I'm playing Orcs and Goblins. You can do looting or any of this really, but we're mostly going here because we have such a bad economy. I want to make sure I get Mob Boss and Renowned and Feared because our economy sucks, even though we've got a gold mine. Brain Burster is an excellent spell against unarmored units or lowly armored units. So I do highly suggest getting Brain Burster as one of your first spells for your Orc Shaman. If you can, I suggest getting Foot of Gork because it's even better. But that's when you can get Foot of Gork. You're not, of course, not going to be able to get it straight away. Alright, just once more to minimise casualties. After a couple more sacking events, and a little bit more recruiting, we'll have enough that we'll be able to absorb it a bit easier. I don't really like having Goblin Archers, but it's better than nothing. I mean, it's different if you're playing Grom the Paunch. Goblin Archers, they can get the explosive arrows, and it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Shamaman and Spider Riders. Trolley boys. Let's do it once more. This time we'll use Brain Burster on them. Into skirmish mode. So they're going to conveniently just stand around for us. It's quite nice of them. They do things like that. Brain Burster we'll find won't actually do as many kills, but it will do more damage across units overall, basically. Plus we can also cast quite if we want to as well. So let's see how we do here. No, they don't want to. Seems they don't really want to play too much with the Spider Riders, which is a bummer. Spider Riders like them after all. But that's okay. Didn't even get to our line, so we'd lose like 50 odd dudes otherwise. And as you can see, 0 losses, so I don't know. Brain Burster is a lot better when they're in a bit of a clump. Hits big units. It's similar to Foot of Gork in that way, but Foot of Gork will just absolutely stomp. Which is not too surprising. It's a big foot of enemy. Oh yeah. That would be a good thing for my Shaman to have, actually. Generally, I don't condone giving items to low levels, but I am going to do it in this case because why not? Another point in Ravager for him, and a point in... We're going to give him Headbutt as well. Actually, no. Not Headbutt, we can give him Power of the War. While we're over here, set ourselves to raiding stance as well, because then we regenerate faster. But good. And we also get a little bit of cash. Getting a little bit of cash is always handy. Now I will demonstrate, so I haven't changed my army at all here.
Azhag is
generated
here.
a little bit.
This is good.
Let's hit them, and I'll show you. I got 0 casualties. Now I've taken 43.
Azhag!
So it's definitely worth it to manually resolve some of these
We
sorts of
going
battles.
south?
If for no other reason than that. Yep, and I'm going to take Orc Araboys. Not as accurate, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to go for Big and Bullies for cheaper recruitment cost. I could go for Heavy Metal, which is a good thing, but actually, weapon strength roll, Orc Infantry, more armor. You know what? I am going to go for Heavy Metal. Let's just do that.
Power.
We are going to be having just Orc units for a while. Basic ones at that. Yep. Headbutt. Red Eye Mountain can build the gold mine up. More gold is good. Now, as Orcs and Goblins, you do not go into encamp stance in your own territory unless you are attempting to get yourself a revolt. Which you do occasionally for reasons. But just because it's actually raiding camp. So it's in camp stance that raids. So be careful with that. Alright, so we got that one. Now we'll go for Big and Bullies. Heavy Metal is quite good, so these all have just that little bit more armor, do that little bit more damage, and it can make quite a bit of difference. So these guys with another sack. Nice Mikesha one. It's not so bad. Auto-resolving now. Oh, what? No levels? Come on. Come on. So he's got Trickster's Shard. Oh yeah. Cool. Only really useful when there's definitely a caster on the field that is the enemy, so that they can't cast. But that's all right. Now I don't think this will be the turn they show up. No. They should show up soon though. Razor Sack, Essen, don't worry too much about those sort of missions. Not doing them is not a big deal. They're gonna have a revolt soon.
Time for the slaughter.
It's alright. While that's coming soon, we'll keep getting the levels we can. Ooh, recruitment cost minus 15. Ooh, that's pretty good. What's that one? Round self, minus 5 melee attack. I like that. That's good. That'll be handy for tanking.
Power.
And now we will take another Orc Boy and no. 2 Orc Boys. I want some nasty Skulkers actually. No, don't need them yet. Yep, that is all looking good. I'm gonna go with evasion chance because occasionally getting out of dodge is very handy. Alrighty. Cruising through it at the moment. This should be when Ostermark appear with their army. No, it's not. Interesting. Only it is. Unless they've got Karak Raziak. Negative growth, that's not good. Alright. Since they haven't arrived, let's get another auto-resolve in here. Lovely, lovely work. Got you in camp stance one more time. Level 7, very good. More levels the better. Evasion for him, so next point for Masha goes into Futagork. And We are gold, and that is going to be it for the first episode. So we've had a nice clean run of it so far. We're getting a bit of money. It'd be nice to get this up to rank 3, just so that we can get Black Orc Biggins. May not happen, may happen. We'll just have to keep going. And yeah, so that is it from Azhag for the moment. Hopefully this has been useful for you. Please feel free to subscribe, it would be good. And if you have any suggestions for me on ways I can improve, I would be glad to hear them. You know, anything at all. I'm pretty uninsultable. I don't really care. But the more useful the any suggestions are, the better, really. So hopefully it's been good. I'll see you soon for the rest of this. Hope you have a good one.